Thank you for choosing the Baxic X1 all-in-one. This video will guide you through everything you need to know to get the most out of your smart screen. If you're already a proud owner, this video will guide you step by step on how to unlock its full potential. And if you're still exploring, this video should serve as a complete feature breakdown on what you can expect when you choose the Baxic X1. Now this is a comprehensive walkthrough, so please feel free to jump to the sections that is most relevant to you. And with that, let's dive right in. Alright, we're going to start with the first row over here. So this is the Bluetooth. When your device is connected via Bluetooth, this will turn green. Subsequently, you will pass over to Wi-Fi, no matter it's ever CarPlay or Android Auto. And next is your GPS. When the GPS receiver has locked on, it will turn green and the statistics will start updating. Wi-Fi, whenever it's ready, will turn green. Your time, and this is whether the screen is locked, whether the touch is enabled, and this is your SD card. So right now there's no SD card, but if we do insert an SD card, then when it's ready and not corrupted, then it will turn green. Alright, so the second row, we have your tire pressure over here. This will be the front, this will be the back, and this is your GPS speed. This will only start updating and when the satellite has locked on, this turns green. Same with the compass over here. Once the satellite is locked on, then it will start updating the compass direction here. Tapping into the tire pressure reading, this will bring you into the tire pressure settings menu. So from here you can choose bar or PSI, Fahrenheit or degrees Celsius, depending on your preference. This will be your front tire reading, and then this will be the temperature. Same goes for the back here. So these are your how low the tire pressure should hit before it starts warning you, how high it hits and then it starts warning you. And then the tire temperature, how high your tires are before it starts warning you. Do take note that these are shared between the front and back, so either one of them hits this value and then the system will warn you. So to pair, all you need to do is just buy in front the corresponding one, and take your tire pressure valve sensor and just tighten it into the tire valve, and that should activate it, and then it should start pairing almost immediately. So if you tap into the compass reading, this will bring you to your GPS settings. This actually just shows you how many satellites that the GPS receiver has locked onto, and mainly it's just to check the status of the GPS. So if you're interested in these, it will be here. Next up, we'll go through the bottom row, these icons here. So a rough overview will be, this will be your camera. This will be for your adjusting the screen brightness, the system's volume, the set itself. This has nothing to do with your phone or your intercom. This is mainly for the set speaker. This is where your CarPlay and the Wi-Fi video mode will be. This is to replay your dashcam footage, and lastly, this will be the system settings. Okay, so I've just inserted an SD card to show you what it's like when the SD card is inserted. When it's recording, you will know that there's a flashing red dot with a recording sign here, and the blue flashing light on top of the device. The green color SD card icon means that the SD card is fine, it's not corrupted. So if we go into the camera view, you can turn on or off the microphone. For the dash cam, this will be on the device itself, the microphone. If you tap on this takes a photo of the front and back camera. This allows you to lock away the footage. So the way this works is, in the dash cam, you will overwrite the oldest footage and then you just look through, right? So lock footage, what this means is that it will lock away the current footage and archive it away, so it won't be overwritten like the rest of the normal footage. right? And when you do a lock, what you observe is the dot will become a yellow and the blue becomes like a constant blue instead of a flashing blue. So the other thing to note is that when you lock, only the current clip gets locked and it will auto self-unlock once it reaches the 1 minute mark, or whichever you set as the clip length. This allows you to change your view. You can switch between the front and the back, or see both cameras at the same time. This allows you to manually stop the recording if you ever need to. Okay, so talking about the lock, so you notice that the yellow is just self-unlock and then the next clip becomes like a normal clip again. This allows you to view your footages that your dashcam has recorded. So these are all timestamp, like 2026 first January 15 and then 1929 hours. F means the front, B refers to the back, right? So to watch any of the clip, just press on play and then you can scrub. You can also lock from here, and then of course you can also delete, right? The photos that you've taken will be here and your log footages will be here, right? So the good thing is you can just lock away one clip and then you can use the date time as a reference and then just download the footages before, after if you need to. So this jumps back to the system settings and this jumps back to home. Next is the brightness. Tapping on this will bring out the brightness meter. You can change it like so, right? Very easy. And the volume, same thing. You can change the volume just by sliding. So notice that the system sound is actually being lowered. Okay, so the next button, this will allow you to connect your phone to the system. You have three different modes. You have the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and the Wi-Fi video. So these two are for your CarPlays. So if you have an iPhone, you will use this. If you have an Android, you will use this. And this last mode is the Wi-Fi video mode. This will be the one that you use to connect to download footage into your phone. So because I have an Android, I'll tap on this, go into the Android mode, and then using your phone, go to do a Bluetooth search and then look for this ID. So your set might have a different ID, so go to your phone, look for the ID and then connect. I'll show you over on my phone so you know exactly what it looks like. So over on your phone, just go over to your Bluetooth and look for the ID. There we go. And then we'll do a pair. So once we pair, then allow the messages so we can read your messages. And if you see the screen, the Bluetooth has already turned green. And with that, the phone is already paired. So this is effectively your phone being mirrored onto the screen. So over here you'll be able to see your cards view. This will be your Spotify, this will be your latest last used map, and tapping on here will bring you to all the apps that's available. Do take note there's only 3 categories of apps that's available, like your maps, your messaging and your music. The rest like YouTube, TikTok, this won't be in. So I won't go into details about the Android Auto itself, but mainly here you have your assistive touch, which you can jump to the home, jump to the camera, adjust your brightness, adjust the system volume, right? So you can just jump to home and bring you back to the system's home. Okay, next I'm going to show you how to download the footage from the device and then into your phone. So first we go to the modes, and this time we're going to change to the video, Wi-Fi video mode. And if you haven't, you can scan the QR code to download the app on your relevant app store, or just look for the name in your app store, that will also do. This here will be the Wi-Fi ID and the password. So this will be what you use to connect to the device itself. So over onto the phone. So over on the phone, go over to your Wi-Fi settings, turn on your Wi-Fi. And then we are going to connect to the ID. In this case is 4062. The password by default is 12345678. And turn off auto reconnect. Okay, so once the Wi-Fi is connected, we're going to launch the video app. And then let's say okay, so the Wi-Fi is already connected. So once you're in, you will start streaming the front. Most important is the camera files here. Now here is where you will be able to see all the files that's been recorded. So if it might take a while for the thumbnails to load up, but if you, let's say you want to download a file, just tap on it, and over here you can see the download. You can take a screenshot or delete the file, right? And then there's F and B. So on the top you'll find snapshots. These are the photos and the log videos. As the basic X1 doesn't have a parking mode, so you'll find nothing in the parking mode folder. So once you're done downloading, you can just close the app. You realize you won't be able to go back to the home, so all you need to do is turn off and on your bike. And it's the same thing. If your phone is connected, you won't be able to see the Wi-Fi video mode, so turn off and on. So before the devices pair, change to the mode that you want to. So then you're be able to see the three modes. If it's already connected to your CarPlay, you won't be able to see this screen. So just turn off and on, and before your phone pairs, just switch to the mode that you want to. So the next part is the link display. This actually allows you to do a split screen, so you can have the CarPlay on the left and the camera view on the right. So right now by default is a full screen CarPlay. So I will show you all the different settings. If we go to all, this will show you both the front and rear cameras. So you auto disconnect and connect back, and you'll be able to see the CarPlay on your left, and on the right this will be your rear camera and this will be your front camera. So if we go back to settings, and I'll show you the front camera, I'll show you the rear camera. Right, same thing, you'll reconnect, and this time you only see the rear camera, but same thing, CarPlay is on the left. But do note that this is a very stretched out view in order to give you the full view of what the camera can see, but in a more compressed vertical mode. So if you're fine with either one of this is where if you want to do a split screen, this is where you do it. Okay, the last one will be your system settings. So first one is language. You can choose from the list based on your preference. Time setting, this usually is already synced to your phone when you do the pairing, but if you do need to make certain changes, you can do it here. Phone audio, this means this refers to your phone's media. So if you want the songs to play through your phone or whatever Bluetooth devices is connected to it, like your intercom or your earbuds, do keep it on, because if you keep it off, then you'll use the basic X01 speaker at the back to play your media. Next will be the key volume, the clicking sound. You can off it. And then the speed unit, kilometer or miles, based on your own preference. Okay, next up, the Wi-Fi switch. You can on or off the system's Wi-Fi. So this allows you to connect to the system through Wi-Fi on the Wi-Fi video mode. If you don't want people to connect to it, you can off it here. Doesn't really matter actually. So this is your same as the tire pressure settings on the home page. And then next is this blind spot detection, the BSD switch. You can on or off it here. So turning it on, you just have the overlay. The drawing switch actually draws a red color square on the rear footage to show you which vehicle it has locked onto. The alarm refers actually to the audio alerts, so you can on or off depending on your preference. Next is the GPS info. This is the same as the home page for checking the GPS satellite. And resolution, there's only one, Full HD front and rear camera. Okay, so next up is the loop recording. This refers to the length of the video clip for the dashcam. You can choose between 1, 3 or 5. If you choose 1 minute, so every clip is 1 minute, which we do recommend, so you don't have to download a larger file than you need to. So next up we have is the back camera, whether you want to have it mirror. By default it's mirror image, so you can use it as a rear view mirror. Screensaver, if you do turn it on, the 1 minute, let's say you choose 1 minute, if there's no touches on the screen for a minute, you turn off the screen, but the dashcam will still be recording in the background. Recording watermark is the date timestamp together with your GPS info, GPS speed. You can turn on or off the watermark here. Okay, so time format actually refers to your date format. You can choose your favorite format to use. And format SD card, it will wipe out everything in the SD card. But if you ever put in a new SD card, do remember to format it once before use, so the system will format it for itself. It's also a good idea to format your SD card every 2 to 3 months if there's no incidents you need to save. Factory reset refers to factory resetting this device itself. And then software version for the X1 itself. Okay, so let's go to the physical buttons. There's actually a button right over here on top of the screen. So if you press once, this will disable the touch screen, right? And then if you press it again, it will enable the touchscreen again. This is great for if you're riding in the rain and the water is affecting the touchscreen. You can use that to enable or disable the touchscreen. Same goes on the remote. This very first button that's nearest to us. Pressing it will disable the touchscreen. Pressing it will enable it again. The center button, this one, actually lets us cycle between the views, camera, CarPlay, and then back to the home. And the button that's actually very top of the remote, this allows you to lock away the footage. Right, notice the dot becomes yellow and the LED becomes a constant blue. That means it's locking away the footage. If we press and hold this button for more than 2 seconds, it takes a photo of both the front and back, so which is what I showed you earlier. Right, we've come to the end of the tutorial. So the last bit of advice that I can give is for the device itself, is IP67 rated, so don't worry about rain and all that. But please do not pressure spray directly on the unit, especially the cameras and all that. Just try not to. If you do ever need to, the best is to use some kind of covering, plastic bag or something will do. Just cover the main unit and then you can go for the pressure spray and all that. So that will be all for this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one.